Alright, I want to drop the kids off at school and then we'll get some work done. Love you guys.
Alright, love you.
Have a good one.
See you later.
Later. What's up, Lily? Here's a girl, huh? How's your morning been? Oh, there goes Stinky. I'm gonna clean out their bowls too. They're getting pretty nasty. That's what I'm talking about with their bowl. It's getting pretty gross in there. There we go. It's much better. Take a look at my polka dotted boots. Alright guys, they haven't ate for quite a while and they're ready to dispatch. So I'm gonna pick one and probably can't see it none, but it's raining a little. So I'm gonna finish this one chicken and then as long as it don't rain any harder than this, I'll keep going. Alright guys, so I got rained out yesterday. I had to stop recording. I ended up getting 5 chickens done, and I was able to get a bonus episode. But that's all I could do. The rain was going to ruin my equipment, so I had to stop recording. And so anyways, I got 5 more chickens. What I'm going to do is go out there and get these chickens, and I'm going to show you one of them, just one, how to dispatch it, skin it, clean it, take the meat, package it, store it, how I do it at least. And if you're not interested in this kind of thing, you should stop watching now, because this is going to be very graphic. I'm going to shoot a chicken, I'm going to kill it, and I'm going to skin it. There's going to be blood and stuff like that. So, and the death of a chicken. And fair warning, when I kill this chicken, the nerves are going to still be firing, even though the chicken is dead. So the chicken's going to be flapping around, flopping and flapping. Even though it's dead, it's still going to be doing that. You can cut the head off of the chicken, and they'll still do that. That's where the saying, chicken run around with his head cut off, come from. They still fire. So you're going to see that when after I shoot the chicken, you're going to see it twitching everything and everything else. So prepare for that. Again, if you don't like this kind of stuff, you should stop watching now, because it's very graphic and I'm about to kill a chicken. I just want to let you know I'm about to kill a chicken. Okay, so without further ado, here we go. Now once I grab this chicken, I'm going to hold it upside down, and it's going to start off flapping everywhere, just going crazy. But it'll calm down, and then I'll walk it over to where I'm going to dispatch it. Now once I hold it upside down and it calms down, it goes into a relaxed state, which will help you dispatch chicken easier. But here we go, let me get this on film. Now I'm going to kill the chicken. Lord Jesus, thank you for this meal. Please make it good for me. like I said, after you shoot them or chop their head off, they keep firing for a little while. You're just waiting on them to stop firing, and then you're going to go ahead and clean them. This one's about done, I believe. This one's done. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the table now. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and clean this chicken. Take the meat off. Now I skin the chicken. You can pluck the chicken, but my family don't eat the skin on the meat. So I skin the chicken completely and then quarter it out. And that's how I'm going to show you how to do it. There's other videos if you want to pluck it, if you want to save the chicken with the skin on, which I do sometimes, so I'll do a video maybe later on. But here we go. We cut a little slit in the belly here. You pinch the right about here, cut a slit like so, big enough to get your fingers in there. Get both of your fingers in, and you're gonna open the slit all the way. So I'm gonna just pull apart. Like so. And expose the breast. Like so. Now, the thighs, the legs, not the thighs, the legs, what I do is I pull this skin all the way around, and I try to put my fingers in between the skin and the back of the leg. So I come all the way around. And I get my finger through there, like so. And then I pull up to break the skin from the leg. Which this one ain't. There it goes. There it is. Okay, then we expose the skin from the leg. And the same thing to the other side. Now don't worry about this part. I'm going to show you how to take care of that in a minute. Do this side. All I'm going to try to do is get my finger in between the meat and the skin, and then I'm just going to simply pull up. Now, once you got that done, the next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to dislocate the bone sockets on the legs. How we're going to do that is I'm going to grab the legs like so with your fingers, and you're going to twist until the sockets pop out of their joints. I'll show you here. You twist, boom, and they come right out. There's a joint, there's a socket, there's a socket. Now that creates a line right here, and that's where we're going to cut with this fillet knife. We're going to cut right along that line. Creates the line. Cut right along the line. Alright, now you got two legs. I'm going to put the chicken over here for a minute. I'll do the legs first, and I'll show you the breast. Now once the legs are done, here, like I said, you're gonna not worry about all this, because right where it starts, the fold starts, you're gonna cut right around the leg. I'm gonna cut right here, all the way down to the bone, all the way around, just like that. Now I'm gonna grab this end and this end, and I'm gonna break it like a stick. And what that's gonna do is gonna pop the bone out, like so. And you take this and you cut this. Now, you can clean this off right here. Like this. Throw that in the bucket. And you can give that to your dogs if you clean clean it. Someone said it's healthy for your dogs. I don't know much about that. Now, again on this, do the same thing. Cut all the way around the meat, all the way to the bone, right underneath that fold. Grab it like a stick, break it off. Now you got two legs here. You got the drumsticks, which is the leg and the thigh. The drumsticks right here, and the thighs right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a cut. Bring the joint where it goes like this, facing away from you, pointing away. And you're going to find that knuckle, and sometimes I go a little high, a little low, and you're just going to cut right through it. There it is. Cut right through it. And then you're going to give her, here, let me do this one too. Then we'll rinse them. Same thing, pointing it away. Alright, so here you go. Take off some of the undesirables. We got a pretty decent chicken leg right there. Here goes the thigh. Here goes the thigh. And we're going to clean these up better inside. And get it all nice and good for the freezer. Presentable for the wife and the kids. So, now onto the breast. Now, there's these breasts right here, one side and the other. If you can see, there's a line that runs straight down the middle of the chicken right here, this white line. That's the breastbone. We're going to cut on each side of it. So, I'm going to take this breast and I'm going to slice right down the bone. It also goes around this way, if you can tell. I'm going to follow this curve all the way around. Now underneath this is your fillet. So it's not just your breast here. You got two different parts of meat. So here we go. Oh, and by the way, this chicken's freshly killed. So while I'm cutting, it may twitch and you may feel that too. So be prepared for it. So you cut all the way down the bone. Try to get this all on film for you. Keep going. And I like to go all the way down until I touch the bone, the breastbone. Now, if you open this up, you'll see that there's a pocket right there. All you're going to do is cut that pocket. Now you got to follow this all the way down. And there's your pocket. Everybody see that? Nice big pocket there. Now open it up. And then we're going to take the line right here and we're going to cut straight to the bone. All the way. And the rest of this is your breast meat. Cut around the ligaments there. Usually when I do that last part is when it switches. There's one good breast. Here's a quick rinse of it. There you go. Nice breast there. Alright, here's a fillet right here. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to put the knife all the way to the bone and I'm going to turn it a little bit and I'm going to fillet this off the breast. Right here. Follow the bone all the way down. Same thing here. These things right here, I call them fillets. I don't know what they're really called. But these things right here make awesome sandwiches. Now we killed this bird for meat, so we don't want to really waste it. That come out pretty clean, but I rinsed it anyway. Now I'm gonna do the other side. Same thing. This time I'm gonna turn it to the head. It's best when you do this to have the head facing you and the legs facing away, so you can cut the meat. But for camera, I had it turned that way. This one I'm gonna do just like that. All the way down. Open the pocket. And cut. And then straighten out, follow the bone. Breast there. Now the fillet, the last one. The fillet. Again, I just follow it all the way down and I just cut it off the bone. You'll feel the bone there. Just go slow. Go slow. There's your other fillet. Like I said, these are delicious sandwiches. And then you take the rest and you get rid of it. Let's go inside. I'll show you how to trim the meat and get it ready for the freezer. Alright guys, now I'm going to trim them up. I got my fillet knife. I'm going to trim these up and get them ready for package. I'll start with the chicken breast. What I like to do is I like to cut off the outside edge. Has this little set of fat all the way around it. I'm going to go ahead and cut all that off. I have a scrap bucket that I'll put all this in. Check the back side and make sure there's anything that you want to get off of there. What I do with the scrap bucket is I cook it and then I give it to my dogs. Alright, there's one chicken breast. I'm going to give her a rinse. Make sure she's nice and clean. And she is doing great. Alright, there's one breast right there, all done up. I'll put that right there. Grab me another breast. Well, actually, those are my fillets. Yeah, we'll do a breast. We'll do both the breasts in a row. Alright, here's the other breast. Again, I like to cut off the outside edge of the meat all around here. Take care of anything that I don't like. Sometimes you scrape the meat like this. That'll help take care of some of the, I don't even know what that stuff is called, but like the cellophane or the silver skin, they call it, I don't know. But help get it off. Just cut the edges off, the fat. Make it look presentable. Once it's presentable and to your liking. Oh, that needs a little more. And then, again, scrap bucket. Rinse it. Another breast done. I got two breasts there. Next up will be the fillets. Alright, so the fillets, I like to take this stuff here, it pulls right back usually. And I like to cut it down right off of there. You can pull it off, but I've noticed that when I pull it off, it messes up the meat. I get better meat and more meat when I just cut it off. Every now and then I go to pull it off and I remind myself, why did you do that? So there's one. Have to rinse them, but there's one. Same thing on the other one. Just kind of. This is the best part of the meat. These make sandwiches, really, really good sandwiches. You just give it a little scrape and then cut her. Trim her up, make sure she's presentable. There's another fillet. I'm gonna rinse them. Those two there. Now let's do the drumsticks. Alright. Now on the drumsticks, I put it on the table like this. I don't lay it flat on the table. I put it on the table like this. And you'll see there's some fat around where you cut the leg off. You just cut that fat off. And that's pretty much it right there. A little more. Got her. I give a little scrape. Try to get off some of the stuff that ain't, you know, all the undesirables and whatnot you don't want. Drumsticks are good for the grill with some barbecue sauce. And same thing with this one. Want to just lay her down and cut around her. There you go. Put this in the bucket. And I got off all this little stuff that I didn't like. Give her a rinse. Make sure she's good and clean. Shake her off. I like shaking them off. Really gets the water off and keeps the finger shaking. There we go. We got two beautiful drumsticks here. I'm gonna put those right here. Next up is gonna be the thighs. These are great for stews. Anything really. Now on the thighs, I lay them flat with the pretty side up, and there's the line right here. I cut this fat off all around this edge, and I flip it over and I cut the fat off all along this edge. There's one, and there's two. Same thing here again. And there's lines that you can follow. You'll see the lines. And then again right here. And you'll tell the fat that you want to get rid of too. And some people probably don't get rid of the fat. Some people just keep it. I'm going to give them a rinse. Ah, dang it. And there's your chicken thighs right there, minus that piece. But there's your thighs right there. I'm gonna put these right here. And now we're gonna get ready to freeze them. And there, my friends, are the meat for the freezer. That's one chicken done. I got several more to do. I'm gonna freezer bag these and put them in the freezer. I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Well guys, there you have it. 2 breasts, 2 thighs, 2 drumsticks, and 2 fillets, all in a vacuum sealed bag, ready for the freezer. Well, there they are in the freezer with a bunch of other chicken.